afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. The gang is back together. Kelly's back from her extended weekend.
Yeah, yes. Isn't it amazing how whenever, and I know both of you have done like long weekends, you stay at home. Nothing's ever done like for you. Yesterday I did 4 loads of laundry, even though it did make my psyche feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
4 loads though, that's impressive.
It is, but it's also impressive how I had 4 loads of laundry to do. Have I just not touched the washer?
Come to my house, that's not bad.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
see?
We did not plan on talking about this, but the one thing that always disappoints me so much about laundry is it is done and completed for all of 5 minutes.
That's it.
That's it.
Until the hamper fills back up
Yes.
again. And you're like,
So fast.
I do need 7 outfits a day.
Yes.
well, has it already been a week for you? We know that Tuesdays can sneak up on you like that, but kick back, relax. We're going to have a great show today.
Yeah, we really are. So it's Halloween week. We're so excited. Our big Halloween bash is coming up on Friday. Kelly, you're probably the most excited about this.
I'm peeking.
But we asked you, if money was no factor, what would your ultimate Halloween costume be? No factor. Whatever you could choose, what would you pick?
I have an answer.
You
I'm going to share it later.
Yeah, I said the Transformers. Like,
So
I want
cool.
to transform into a Decepticon.
I have seen
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
on the
that for
bad
you.
side.
really cool Transformer costumes that parents have made for their kids with cardboard boxes.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And they're amazing.
Where they get down.
Yes.
And, then
they
it
get down.
becomes. Could
It's
you
insane.
imagine?
It's insane.
So fun.
All right, let's get into our first topic today. And this is kind of a throwback for all of you Gen Xers, millennials out there. There's always a point in time where we feel old.
Yeah, I'd say.
You know,
Yeah.
it just happens. There's something that happens that a younger generation says to you, and you're like, you don't know about X, Y, and Z. For Irene McGee, a star of The Real World Season 7, which was in Seattle, she had a moment like this recently that's kind of going viral, where a friend of hers who is Gen Z had no idea what The Real World was. So take a listen.
Blasphemy.
What was the basis of the show?
The basis of the show, real genius concept at the time. You took 7 strangers and you were picked to live in a house to see what happened when people stopped being polite and started getting real, the real world.
So it was kind of like Jersey Shore.
You know how in college you get roommates?
Yeah.
This is like that, except the roommates, instead of being chosen by people who want you to have an enjoyable time at college, the castmates were chosen by reality television producers who wanted you to make good TV.
So, you know, we all remember this very well. This was how we grew up. This is what we looked forward to watching. So she went on to talk about leaving for ethical objections, how she started one of the first podcasts called No One's Listening.
Yep.
Obviously, things have changed a lot. This generation coming up, and I would say a lot of Gen Z, instead of reality TV, their reality TV is just YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see it every day, live streamed.
Does Nora watch Salish and her dad, who makes all of the videos? You know about this, this whole family.
Obsessed.
But I feel like this was such a big influence of our upcoming, like our coming of age,
Yeah.
watching this and like thinking this is how adults interacted on the regular.
I can't wait to be an adult.
Yes. It looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
I will say The Real World especially, and whenever she started saying, well, it's all about 7 strangers picked to live in a house, I was
know
like, wait,
exactly
I know
what it is.
Yes.
I know the next word. And then she said the Jersey Shore. I think it is so funny how when we started watching Real World, it was huge. It
Right.
was the biggest thing to ever happen. And then came Big Brother, and then came all of these other kind of hidden camera shows.
The Biggest Loser. Did you guys watch The
Yes,
Biggest
The Biggest
Loser,
Loved
yes.
The Biggest
They just
Loser.
came out with a documentary about The Biggest Loser. You must watch it.
Okay.
It's brand. It's so good. And we didn't know all what was happening
Right,
behind
exactly.
the scenes, as we didn't behind The Real World either. But then, do you remember when The Real World became Road Rules?
Right.
Where they
Yes.
would put them. They took them out of the house, and then they put them on to do all
I
these
didn't like
different.
that
Me
version
neither.
so
I
much,
agree.
yeah.
But I do think that this reality TV mold,
Yeah.
it kind of gave us this little voyeuristic, like, oh, is that what happens whenever the doors close and inside? I will say, Jersey Shore, how she equated it, it is this generation's Jersey Shore because they did a lot of the similar. But you don't know reality TV until you see people in their everyday. These people were just waking up and like brushing their teeth and
Yeah.
how invasive.
Everything. Do you remember Puck?
Yes. CT.
Everything. But all of this, it just makes me feel really old. Do you remember, I mean, this is not reality TV, but when 90210 would come on and then it would carry over into Melrose Place, that was the jam. Like, that's what you looked forward to. Thank goodness it's Friday, TGIF. Well, like all of this stuff that really defined our childhood it's gone.
It is.
It just goes to show TV has changed.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have like appointment TV anymore because of streaming. So many people, and again, these kids are not watching necessarily the reality TV that we were watching that would come on at 9 o'clock at night on MTV. They are watching YouTube where they can watch these YouTube shorts and they can watch their favorite people.
No, live stream nonstop.
Exactly.
The other day, I just want to add this in, on an oldie but goodie station, I heard Boyz II Men playing.
How'd it
and
feel?
I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
On an
It's an
oldie
station.
So you
Boyz II
felt,
Men.
yeah.
On our throwback weekends, you should feel, I just sit there and I'm like, I know every lyric.
I do wonder if one day 3WS is going to be playing Lil Jon or something. Like, what's happening?
Get Low's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
Coming for us. I love it. Okay, so we all know real world, if you were lucky enough to, and we all know also that everything is expensive in this entire world. Everything's $1 million, as my husband and I are putting it. So if you need an extra buck, maybe you're looking around the house right now thinking of something to sell.
Yeah.
We ran into something on Facebook Marketplace that is being sold, and I will say, he knows exactly what he wants from this. So his name, the user's name is Jim Bob. I'm not lying. That's his real name.
Okay.
I know it does make for a good extra tidbit in the story, but Jim Bob is looking for $2,500 specifically for a mistake. He calls it. It's actually a beautiful diamond ring. I will say the rock is beautiful, but Jim Bob writes in the description, 2 brand new rings. One is Halo Bridal. The other's a stackable diamond band. Sell or trade. Really need to get rid of them. No use. I'd trade for, this is the kicker for me, a derby car of the same value, a motorcycle, a 4-wheeler, or a 24-foot trailer. Jim Bob is a man who knows what he wants, and what he ended it all with was, please stop asking if it's available and then not respond. I'm going to remove it when it's sold. Thanks.
You know, when I first saw this, I wasn't convinced. Like, mistake could mean anything. Bought the wrong size, the shape wasn't right.
Oh, no.
He's like mistake relationship.
As you read into the description, it's like, oh, you want a motorcycle for this? Oh, there's something happening.
There's a
You're-
petty, there's a petty situation.
yeah.
happening.
And I will say Facebook Marketplace is where I go to feel better about my life because I think that I don't trust every life decision I've ever made, but I know for sure that I would stop myself from listing half of the things I'm finding on Facebook Marketplace. The other day I saw a used mattress, and this was a mattress that very much had been through some things. I imagine, I imagine if the mattress could talk, we'd all listen. That's all I'm saying. Like, I would read the book. It would be on Heather's next read list. But whenever I was...
Did you put a bid in for
Oh,
it?
totally.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You know, I clicked on it and went into description. I said, where are you at? What has this mattress seen? And my husband is a Facebook Marketplace junkie. Whether or not he goes and actually buys these things, he loves searching around. The weird things that you can find also with these kind of storylines.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of wedding dresses,
Yeah.
like never got worn because he's a cheating blah blah. And I'm like, yes,
Not me laughing. It's
no,
not funny.
No, but it is because these people are using Marketplace as kind of their therapy session.
Yeah.
To air their dirty laundry.
Yes,
Why
and I
not?
love that.
You know what? I just sold a car on Facebook Marketplace. They came to pick it up in the Eaton Park parking lot. It was great. Like, it was
love
like
it.
this crazy transaction. People were looking like, what is she selling? What is she doing? Whatever. But I've sold all types of items from a house that I was moving from. And it's great. People are coming to the house and neighbors are looking like, what kind of market is she running at? And they're like, what is happening? But you can find so much stuff on there. And matter of fact, I was just on there the other day. I saved this because I was just like, what are we selling? It was an extended Chrysler 300.
Oh, a full-on vehicle. Oh, a limo.
Yeah, a limo,
How much,
pink.
though?
Hot pink interior as well. I wish you could
Why
see
do we
this.
need it?
Why do we need it?
$13,000.
I would take that to Sabrina Carpenter. That
Yes,
to me is
you
just starting your limo business. Why would you not buy that?
Why not?
That much custom work? We've all seen Pimp My Ride. We know that there's serious money that goes into those modifications.
Is it still available?
It is still available.
And will they take 10?
Drop.
Possibly.
Will we
It's been
take a
on here for some
handshake
time.
and some good intentions?
Yeah. Okay.
search Facebook Marketplace if you're bored at all, because you could grab the next mistake.
All right, well, let's talk relationships for a little bit. So Mark Travers, he's a psychologist. He specializes in relationships. He has his own website, so this is from his work. He gives some tips on how to keep relationships happy and fun. He says, you don't have to keep up with the Joneses to have a good time. Most of the things that you can do that are meaningful are free. And so he says happy couples, they don't need big vacations. They can just go on micro adventures.
Okay.
So think staycations, day trips, finding a new coffee shop together maybe. You can hit the trails, bookstores, museums.
We know you're trying to get us to hike, Mikey.
But all of these things, it's pretty much just making the ordinary fun, and they can compete with expensive vacations.
Yeah.
They do their own hobbies side by side. Heather, you'll love this. I don't know if you and Frankie do this, but say you're reading a book and then maybe he's playing video games. It's something called parallel play, and this can be very bonding.
That's what kids do.
Yeah.
Parallel play when they're like 3.
And they're so happy. They consistently make time for their own thing too. So think game night, maybe you run a marathon together, maybe you take a walk together, but it's something that you do consistently and it gives you something to look forward to. They turn boring tasks into play. This is something I think that we could use some help with. So if you're washing the dishes, you play music. If you go out for errands, you turn it into a game. And lastly, they honor old traditions. Think about that honeymoon phase that you were in, and maybe you just talked all night long. You dreamed about things. Just get back to that. Don't forget about that.
I love it. And I love the not spending money thing, because let's be honest, we're all sick of doing that.
We are.
I will say every time that Mark and I try to make mundane things fun, it would be like in the kitchen. Like, I just imagine us in the kitchen where I'm like, I need help. Can we help me? But then it becomes a game, and then it becomes competitive. And then at the end, I'm like, I won.
Okay. Now it's a thing.
Time me. Now it's a thing, and now we're arguing. Now he's like, you didn't win that. I'm like, I did that.
Did the dishes get done?
They did. They did, and now we're spiteful, and now we're not talking to each other for the first time.
You know, we are in, I wouldn't say a rut. I think it's so hard, even just to do these things. We are, you said it the other day, Kel, and I don't know if you were off, Mikey, when you said this, but it was kind of like in that we're going through like the managerial side.
The admin, it's all admin.
Everything is admin right now. We are shuffling the kids from this to that. There is literally no time in the day for anything that we can do together. So much of what we're doing is just not even talking at each other, but it's like, hey, remember we have this thing tonight.
Right.
I'll get Rocco, you get Lila, I'll pick up Sunny after this. We're having dinner at 5 o'clock, and then you're gonna go to soccer. It's just, there's so much. I think life is so busy.
Yeah.
These are some great tips, though. If you can try and find and incorporate a couple of these. Great.
Yeah.
There's just no extra time. It's really hard finding that.
So true. Laugh with or at each other. That helps.
That works.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. Get your Halloween party in full swing with cocktails that bite back. The spine-chilling sips you can make yourself for your Fright Night festivities.
And from fun and educational gadgets for the kids to smart devices that keep the whole family organized, there's never been a better time to embrace technology at home. Meg Saint-Esprit is here to show us the latest must-have tech for every member of the family. That's next.
Kids today aren't just playing, they're learning, creating, and connecting with a little help from technology.
The world of tech toys is bigger and brighter than ever. Journalist Meg Saint-Esprit is here to help us navigate which ones are actually worth the hype. Meg, no pressure, but I would trust absolutely no one but you on this.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love this stuff.
Yeah,
it's
you
exciting.
do.
It
And
is.
you only bring in things that you truly feel are valuable to your family.
Right, like we try them. This isn't just like piles of stuff that's sent to me. Like we test it out.
I love that. Well, I feel like it's Christmas right now, so
little
let's get
bit,
started here. So first up, we have Leapfrog Touch and Learn e-reader for pre-readers.
This is so cute. So
Oh, adorable.
Yes.
So I
It's an
know-
iPad.
I want one.
yeah, so we talked about e-readers when I was here before, but this one is for like your earliest readers. It shows the words while they're reading so they can kind of track along, but it's not like a screen. There's no internet, you know what I mean? It's just for reading. So like toddler age, 3,
that's
4.
cute.
Yeah, and
Plays music.
and you can turn the volume down.
Oh, thank God. Can you mute it, Meg?
Goodness.
Well,
Yeah, that goes against the purpose, I guess.
yeah, so I love that for like pre-readers, you know what I mean? That's great to take on a plane, whatever.
So give me an age for that, do you think?
You know, I would say 3 to
Okay.
3
plus, okay.
Yeah, 3 and up. It says, you know, with guidance, some younger kids.
Right.
but-
Awesome.
Okay.
Now
Yeah, I
talk to
love
me
that.
about the watch, because we have talked a lot about wearables on this show. And I know that these are getting more important than ever.
They are. So this is the Pinwheel watch. There's a lot of them. We have tested, as a family, we've tested Pinwheel watch, Gab watch. There's quite a few. We had the Verizon Gizmo ourselves before all these other watches came on the market. Still a solid choice. Lots of carriers have a watch. There's also now Apple Watches with a cell phone number where you don't need an iPhone attached.
Okay.
So older kids, that's an option. But this is great. The Pinwheel, there's really nothing on it except calling and texting mom and dad or numbers you add. And then
That's it.
geolocating. So like if they're at the park, you can see where they are.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, I love a
Look how
geolocator.
cute it is.
It'll probably be like, they're in your basement. Get up.
Yes, get up.
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
can't.
Love that.
This is awesome. And essentially, I think that a lot of this just fakes kids into thinking that they are wearing something that looks like mom or dad.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the service to go along with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love that idea.
Love
All right,
that. Let's
next.
talk tablets. I feel
my
like
gosh.
every kid has a tablet or wants one, and then
I know.
there's so many different variations that come out all the time, and it's just like you don't know which one to choose.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's overwhelming, and it's like, when do you want to give them one-to-one tech, or do you want to have a family tablet? I will say, so this is the Fire 10 Kids Pro from Amazon. This is the Stitch one, which is super cute. You can flip it over.
Oh, the Stitch one. How am I turning this on?
There's a yellow button.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I
there we
feel
go.
like
Oh,
my
that was
gram.
easy.
And so the reason I like this one is if you are overwhelmed by parental controls, they are just built in. You turn it on, and it's good to go.
So you don't have to set anything up.
No.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just good to go.
I love that. And I also love the availability of apps here, because it starts with Amazon Kids right there on your home screen. As you can see, there's different books, different shows they can use, and it does look limited. There's no YouTube here, and I love it.
Yeah, so for somebody who doesn't know a lot about tablets, so what is it? Like Kelly said, it's reading. So there's books, there are shows. What else can you do on it?
There's books, there's shows. I mean, it works with Amazon Prime, so things
Yeah.
that stream on Prime. There are games, but again, they can't download any app without your permission. And so you can choose what's on it. You can set that they need to read for X amount of time before the games unlock. I mean, yeah, there is so much stuff you can do. And again, it comes out of the box just ready to go. I will say we had the very, very first Amazon Fire tablets that came out when our teenagers were little.
Yeah.
If you had a bad experience with those, give this one a try because it's way different.
We did with my daughter. It just felt really limiting. And whenever she got a little older, I felt like there was a timestamp on it. But this one just feels more substantial.
It is. You know, I mean, I've swiped over to the adult profile and just used it to cruise the internet.
Yeah,
It's
I love
totally-
it.
All right, pick one more thing that you want to show. We have 30 seconds.
Okay. So there's a couple of them. They are keyboards that never need charge for
Yeah.
3 years. So you know the little Chromebooks our kids get from school?
Yeah.
They're a pain in the butt. The keyboard's tiny. This is actually a really tiny one that I use for my phone, but similar idea from Logitech. You can just hook it up to the Chromebook and have a full-size keyboard and mouse. It's so nice to do.
And
So
it's
cute.
portable.
You put it in your
Yes.
purse.
For anyone that charges a Chromebook every day, our hearts are with you. But to have one less thing to charge is so nice too. Meg, I love these.
So cool.
The
Such good stuff.
inspiration. Yes.
Thanks, Meg.
welcome.
All right, so don't go anywhere. When we come back, Meg is taking us from kids' gadgets to the family-friendly tech that keeps everyone connected and organized. You know what? We all need this conversation. Stay with us.
Managing a household used to mean endless sticky notes and a few forgotten appointments, but now tech is making your family plans a little less hectic.
Meg St. Esprit joins us once again, this time sharing gadgets that will benefit everyone at home. And we are starting with something that I adore. I'm a huge advocate for this.
I'm obsessed.
And you said it's been life-changing for you too.
Literally life-changing.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
So this is the Skylight calendar. I took this off my kitchen wall to bring today. There you go.
What a gal.
See how busy we are with 4 children, okay? I'm sure you guys have the same. So it is a smart calendar. It hooks to your phone. Heather, you said you have the app.
I have the app pulled up right now, and we bought this last year, and it was when I realized that our kids' activities and everything that was going on, we were layering up so much that we were getting confused on who was doing what. So this is what the app looks like. It almost mirrors the screen, but it's so easy. You can hit the plus button, add a new event, and add in whatever it is. What I adore about it is the color coding system.
Yeah.
Because then everybody gets a color down at the bottom, and we can choose who is going to be at what thing.
And you can just take a photo of, like, I took a photo of the football schedule and it added all of the football practices.
Okay.
I mean,
What?
It has a sidekick, an AI sidekick.
Oh, we love that.
I
This
need
is a
more.
good time for AI.
Yes.
I'm not even using it that effectively. I need more
Okay,
details.
we'll talk. Yeah, to me, it's just been a way to get organized. If you want to know what's going on tonight, go look in the kitchen, or you can put it on your big kids' phones too.
It's
How
wonderful.
awesome.
Yes,
We
so-
love that. So let's go to something that I personally use constantly, and that is the Echo Show. For my kiddos, I love
Yeah.
being able to talk to them in their rooms. That's what
Yeah.
we really use
We
it
do
for.
that too. Yeah, they all have like an Echo Dot in their room. The reason I brought the Echo Show Kids, which we have in our kitchen, it's not on right now, but you can see it on the box there, is, you know, there is stuff on Alexa that kids should not have access to.
Right.
There's some grown-up content on Spotify. This filters that out. So we have this in the kitchen. We use it for timers, reminders, and there's nothing they're going to ask it that's going to be inappropriate.
Well, and what my kids love Alexa because it plays music.
Yes.
So they can clean the room and listen to music at the same time, and so. But there's obviously some other benefits that we're not using it for.
Absolutely. What I do is I set an alarm every single day, and it says, Nora, time for shoes, and that means go downstairs. The
Perfect.
bus is going to come in like 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
it really is amazing for reminders, and you don't have to be the bad guy.
Yeah,
Let
just does it for
let
you.
it remind them.
Let's talk about this little gadget. What is this?
Oh my gosh, I love this. So do you remember the Wii of our childhood?
Yes,
yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple new products. Next Playground's another one. This is the Leapfrog Leap Move. So you put it under your TV, and it's an active game. They move, they do numbers, counting. There's no controller. It's just visualizing them. So it's like a video game system without all of the awful stuff of video game systems.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just put it under your TV, and it's just shown on your screen?
Yeah, and so your kid will be in the world that they're in. You know, you can tap numbers, letters, learn that way. It's really cool.
So it's very interactive.
I mean, you get sweaty. Yes.
Get them up.
A workout.
love
a workout
that.
too. And the leapfrog leap. Oh, that was what we just
That's
did.
this one, yeah.
And then tell us about this.
Oh my gosh, this is the Tony box. This is
And
the,
you like this?
Yes,
yes,
big
this
fan.
is the Tony 2. Let me see if we can get her to work. This is Miss Rachel here.
Oh, we know and love Miss Rachel.
And so, you gonna talk, Miss Rachel?
She's camera shy.
I know.
I've seen these at Target, but I think this was like one of those things that we were too old once it came on, but this is a good tool for like learning to read and
Absolutely.
word memorization.
Yeah, and so I would say, I mean, my kid that loves this the most is 7. She's in 2nd grade. She's fully reading, but she can carry it anywhere in the house. It doesn't need Wi-Fi once it's set up. Typically, when you put these on top, they play a story.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There goes Miss Rachel. So, and then it's really easy for them. It's almost like an MP3 player for
And then
little kids.
Do you follow along with a book as well, or how does it work?
We don't.
No, we didn't either.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we just kind of, you know, you're doing homework at the table, whatever, you can set it in the middle of the table. Her and my nieces and nephews, like, set it in the middle of them like it was a campfire and they were listening to the story. So it's like, it could be kids' tech in their room, totally safe.
Right.
But also, it's great just to move around the house. There are music. We have the Lilo and Stitch one, and we jam to those songs.
We have all. This is how I'm teaching my kids the classic Disney songs.
Yes.
Love
Beauty
it.
and the Beast. Put Belle on that. This is the jam.
This
It
is
is a
really great
blast.
stuff. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Meg.
I love it. Now I have some inspiration. We needed this.
Okay, we have a full list of the products featured today on our website. Head to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. From tech to toys, and the top ones of 2025 are a letdown. Yeah, we're running through your kids' future Christmas list, and not to be a Scrooge, I think it looks a little flat. I'm not gonna lie. We're talking about it next.
Just in case you needed a countdown, there are 58 days until Christmas. Oh, it gives me the shivers.
I know. And we know Santa is making his list and checking it twice, but are you feeling uninspired by this year, by the toys?
I am.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I need a check-in. Is it me? I don't know. Meg said that it's her too, so I'm feeling a little bit better about this situation. I brought in the catalogs for this year.
Look at you.
These have already arrived at our house because they know who lives here.
Sure do.
I'm gonna pass these over. You guys can flip through. Just do a little flipping.
Okay.
And I want to see if you feel the same way that I do. As I was going through these and even handing these off to the kids, they felt the same way.
I did the same thing.
There was very little circling, and normally there's a lot of circling that's happening every year. I don't know what it is, if I am in this awkward stage of my kids are getting a little bit older, so buying traditional toys doesn't really work as well. Here's my hot take on this. We got to amp up our game, people. Give me something creative. Where's the imagination? You can't just market a new Barbie. That's it? That's all we're getting?
It's so
Legos,
true. They're
I see.
all the exact same toys, just rebranded. We've
Not-
seen these before.
Yeah.
We've seen them before. And not only that, the things that you have seen before are now going to cost you triple the price. So I did a little bit of digging because I wanted to see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. Maybe there's something out there. What's the hot toy this year? Am I missing it? Obviously, Labubus are going to be everywhere, but we're not really playing with Labubus.
No, we just look at them.
We're just collecting them. So the New York Post, there were some other outlets too, but we'll head to the New York Post. They had a list of their top toys after speaking with a toy expert. Her name is Lori Leahy, a toy reviewer at TTPM. And here's what's on the list. This is a quick scroll through, but you can see Uno was on there, an American Girl doll, Connect 4 Frenzy, LOL Surprise. Of course, you know LOL Surprise.
Hate them.
The kids like to open them because there's like 15,000 things they can open within it. Gem Creations, Coco the Tumbling Panda. There was slime kits that are on there. Hatching Dinosaur. Again, we've seen the hatching dinosaurs. This is the same thing as unpacking. You're wrapping off all of the wrapper.
Oh, I see.
You're cracking the shell. You're getting to the inside.
Too much. And then we just scrolled by the slime. You said the slime was the only thing on this list that interested you.
That I put in my cart. There's this thing, and this is the Dragon
Transporter, the Hot Wheels.
That you said that you were kind of maybe looking at. The Miss Rachel First Words Talking flashcards. I sent that one to you, Mikey.
I ordered that one.
I'm just not inspired this year. I felt like everything is very expensive. There's nothing that reaches out. There's always one thing I find every year where I'm like, ooh, this is it. I can't wait for them to open this Christmas. It's going to be amazing. I have not had that feeling. The only thing that has excited me even a little bit, and my kids are too old for it, is this find at Sam's Club, which I mean, honestly, from this reviewer's take, doesn't even work 100%. Take a look at this video. This is a ride-on vacuum racer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the kids can ride on it. It actually works. The reviewer who bought this for $200.
See, that's where you lose
right.
Which is probably more than you spent on your last vacuum, unless you bought some expensive Dyson.
And is it a wet vac too? I need that to mop
it is,
up too.
It is not. So she found that some of this stuff, like the smaller tiny crumbs, it did not even pick up.
But that's the only thing kids leave behind.
Exactly. Yeah. That was the only thing where I was like, that's kind of fun. Because
this is so interesting how things have changed. There are skincare sets in here. Never in my day would I ever circle this as a kid. That would be the last thing I would want.
I don't remember this personally because, you know, you're the kid and you're in La La Land.
Yeah.
But we're entering that with Lila. She does not want toys. At a certain age, you stop wanting toys, and it happens. It does happen. So that's kind of along her. So I'm glad that they do have some of that inspiration in there for the older kids.
I would never pick that.
I know. Well, Nora's the same way. Nora's 7, and she wants all. She wants moisturizer, body lotion. She wants the sprays, and I love that girly phase. I will say the toys are fun, but we are drafting our list to Santa at the moment, and I agree. There's no one first item. Circle it. She'll find it though.
If you have the inspiration, please send it our way.
There's stickers in here too. That's nice.
No one wants stickers.
Can't get those, Mikey.
All right.
Come on.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. If you had it your way like BK, what would you dream up for an epic Halloween look? We're seeing just how far your imagination goes in today's 3 o'clock drop.
And from eerie elixirs to ghostly garnishes, the Low Bar ladies are serving up some cocktails that will haunt your taste buds, and they look so cute doing it. That's next. Today, we are entering the dark and delicious world of Halloween mixology, where every potion bubbles and every sip casts a spell.
Ooh, and who better to guide us through than our girls, Lisa and Aubrey of Low Bar Cocktail Services. If they're pouring, we're drinking, and we have a great little theme happening today.
Yeah, we have some spooky Halloween cocktails to share with you all today.
And we love your costumes.
So, thank you.
You guys are adorable. Love it. So what are we mixing up first?
So our first cocktail we're calling Not Today, Satan.
Yes.
Not today.
I knew you would love that.
I knew you would love that.
Like,
love it.
she will love this.
It's the energy.
So it's a take on a Dirty Shirley, if you want to talk about that.
Sure. So, you know, a Shirley Temple would be grenadine and Sprite.
Yeah.
The Dirty Shirley is grenadine, Sprite, and vodka.
Yes, it is.
Love it.
But we made ours creepy because, well, we have a syringe, and we're gonna put our grenadine in with that.
yeah.
This way you can make it as sweet as you would like.
Cute.
Perfect.
It's fun. So you could also do this for kids, you know, for like a kid's party without the
Just without
vodka.
vodka. Right.
You know, and then they'd each have their own little. And fun fact is that grenadine, a lot of people think it's that red cherry juice, but real grenadine is actually pomegranate.
No way!
So we make our own, so that has our house-made pomegranate grenadine.
That came together so quickly. This would be really cute for pre-trick or treat, post-trick or treat.
yeah.
You can
During
make kid-friendly and adult-friendly. You made it.
I also want to eat the peppers. I should not eat the peppers.
They're hot. They're hot. There's Tabasco.
You won't taste that Sprite.
Do it. I love it.
But
What
it makes
is
the little
so
devil
good?
horns.
How that is coming together already looks so beautiful.
So moving
really good
on, our next cocktail we're calling the Haunted Hayride. And we created this cocktail for an in-house dinner, chef pop-up dinner at our bar. And so it's a combination of juiced carrot and a fermented chili simple syrup.
Okay, that's gonna go together nicely.
It is. It
Okay.
sure is. So we're gonna start with 1.5 ounces of gin.
And we actually did this as a non-alcoholic cocktail. So everyone who sat down at the dinner was seated with one of these, and then that way everyone can drink it.
Amazing. And this Thursday, you're putting on an event with
tell us about your
Dark History Pittsburgh.
Yes, we are. We're gonna have a multifaceted, creepy, spooky event at Low Places. There will be some cocktails, there will be some music, costumes.
A misfortune teller. And they're making it a whole haunted house immersive experience.
I kind of
I
want
think
to
there's only a
go.
couple tickets left. So if you
Are
want
there
them there
two?
through, we'll talk after the show.
How wonderful.
So you added in,
So yes, 1 ounce of the juiced carrot.
Okay.
1 ounce of the fermented chili simple. So I take dried chilies and cover them in simple syrup and leave them on the counter for 2 weeks. And so it just really makes this simple syrup. It's hot, it's spicy,
Yes.
it's really flavorful. Garnish with some fresh ginger, fresh rosemary, and then here we go. There's one of the peppers. So
what
that,
was the soda that you added in? Was that
that's just seltzer water.
Redmond.
Okay.
That is so interesting. I'm not sure how that can come together, but it looks beautiful.
So I added the gin that night at the party when it was the non-alcoholic cocktail, and I was like, it's so good with gin.
Okay.
And then we're like, Heather will like it because she drinks gin now.
She is a gin girly.
Thank
This is
you.
wait, hold on. There's so much happening, but it's like also subtle. How there's so much happening, but it's subtle.
The spice doesn't overheat your mouth, so you can still taste the flavors.
Definitely.
It also feels healthy because it's carrot.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a juice.
Here,
It's
you
a
have to
juice,
try that.
essentially.
It's so wild how that
could
works.
be, you know, a Bloody Mary time of day type drink too. You know, why not?
You get the spice, and then you get the ginger, and
It
then you get
tastes
the
fresh.
carrots, but it's not overpowering.
And all of that garnish is adding flavor profile to the cocktail without it actually being an ingredient in the mix.
Sure. And I
You're
love
smelling
this
it
sprig.
and it's changing. Yeah, it's so pretty.
I just want one of these. Can I have
Yeah.
a cherry?
Yes.
I just need
I
one
did the
cherry
same thing.
and the segment.
Wonderful.
These are
Ladies,
really great.
you killed this. Happy Halloween week to you.
Not today. We have these cocktail recipes as well as a link to book Low Bar on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. And as you heard, just a couple tickets left to the event on Thursday night.
Go see our ladies. Coming up next on Talk Pittsburgh, what's the worst Halloween candy you could possibly get? We're talking taste buds, nostalgia, and why one person's a yuck is another person's a yum. That's up next in a Mikey Minute. It's Halloween week. We're all thinking about the costumes, the pumpkins, and of course the star, the candy.
But let's be honest, candy is personal. Payday's absolute perfection.
And red vines, trash. But it's truly subjective. I'm sorry, Mom. The candy you love might be the one your friend can't stand. In a Mikey Minute, Mikey, can you tell us why it's more than just sugar?
I absolutely can. Now, what's the worst Halloween candy you could get? For some people, it's candy corn. Others, it's Tootsie Rolls, or maybe a random box of raisins, of which sound delicious to me. But here's what's interesting. Taste is deeply personal, and there is actual science behind it, because our taste buds don't all work work the same. Some people have more taste receptors than others, which means certain flavors hit them way harder. If you've ever thought something was too sweet or too bitter, your tongue might just be more sensitive than your neighbors. But taste isn't only physical, it's emotional too. The foods we love or hate are tied to memories. Maybe candy corn reminds you of your grandma's Halloween bowl, or taffy reminds you of the one time you got tricked instead of treated. Either way, nostalgia plays a huge role in it all. So when you open your Halloween bag this year, or your kids, and see that one piece of candy you can't stand, remember, it's not just about sugar, it's about memory, mood, and maybe a little bit of DNA. Did I make it?
You did! Yes, you did, Michael.
Really? All right.
Way to go.
Well, I stepped outside to ask, what's the worst Halloween candy you could get?
What is your least favorite Halloween candy? Like something, even as a kid, you would hate to get?
I would probably say candy corn. I think that that's a hot take. I think people love candy corn, but it doesn't do it for me. I think it's nasty.
I love candy corn. What is it about it that rubs you the wrong way?
I don't know. I think it's the texture maybe, or I don't know. The taste doesn't do it for me. I don't think it has any redeeming qualities.
What is your least favorite Halloween candy? Like, what makes you go, ew?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say Twizzlers. I've never liked them. They're just too hard, and then they get like stuck in your teeth, and they're chewy. It's just not my.
Twizzlers are hard. I think you're getting stale Twizzlers because they're the softest, most delicious things ever. That's my favorite.
They're not for me.
What happened to you as a child?
I'm more of a chocolate girl.
Probably bubble gum.
Bubblegum. That's interesting. What is it about bubblegum that you just don't like?
It's not good to swallow. It's not really candy. I enjoy gummy bears, candy corn, chocolate, things like that a lot more.
Okay, I think you picked some really good contenders there, especially the gummy bears. I'm a big gummy bear fan.
Same here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm with the bubblegum thing.
Yeah.
I like an Orbit's, like a whitening, minty fresh
Yes.
bubble gum, but like if it's a Bazooka Joe or like those hard pieces,
It
that
loses
come in
its
the-
flavor in like 2 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't perform under pressure. That's all I hear
yeah.
right now. Because when Bazooka Joe goes in, you're getting a bubble as
Sure.
I'm covering my face.
It's like Play-Doh that sits out. You know,
Yeah,
it just gets
no,
hard
it
so
does.
fast, and I'm not in.
Not your thing.
I found some research that shows how your favorite candy is tied to your personalities.
Okay.
So chocolate lovers, they are comfort seekers. Sour candy, if you love sour candy, you are an adventurer. Gummy candy, playful idealist. Is that you?
That's me.
Okay, hard candy, traditionalist, and black licorice. You have eclectic taste.
Terrible
That
taste.
means you're just weird.
The one thing that's missing on this is the crunchies. I don't see crunchies anywhere.
What
in here.
candy is crunchy?
Crunch.
There's Crunch Bars.
Literally
There's
is.
100 grand. You know, I just
Yeah,
Brittany
you have a
says
a crunchy personality.
I don't know that that's true.
I think it is.
You are crunchy.
It's something we love.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
The person, I love how personally attacked you were about the candy corn.
Oh my
For
gosh.
everyone that loves candy corn, I don't understand you. I know that you're out there, and it's the majority of my family and friends. I just don't understand why you hate wax or why you enjoy wax.
It's so
and
good.
wanna gnaw on
It's
it.
so Halloween. It's so sweet, and you get the different layers, and they each taste different if you take the time to really savor it. It's good.
Terrible.
Good stuff.
Meet the trash.
All right, we're not going to yuck somebody's yum.
Oh, that's true. Enjoy.
Yum.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh. You can't get these ideas from your average party store. If budget was not a factor, we should say, what would your ultimate Halloween costume be? Your answers are just ahead in today's 3 o'clock drop. Stay with us. Halloween is the one day of the year where you can truly be anyone or anything.
Superhero, pop star, a giant slice of Minio's pizza. How did someone get my dream?
Sounds delicious.
Sky's the limit.
All right, so for today's 3 o'clock drop, we want to know that if money was no factor whatsoever, what would your ultimate Halloween costume be?
Can I tell you what mine would be?
Yes.
Yeah. Roller disco. I envision paper mache. To me, it is money and time.
Time, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's the two things because I envision paper mache, but you have to fit it to you, right? And then we're hot gluing all of the Miro
Gems.
disco balls, disco pieces all over the ball, and then we are roller
so you
disco.
are the disco.
I am
on
the
wheels.
party. This is the party. It is happening here.
This is the whole thing. Top to
Everything.
bottom, all 5 feet. I will say, Edward Scissorhands has always been mine. I want someone to prosthetically put those on the end of my hand.
Well,
I
your
want the
fingernails are
hair.
kind of-
That's what I'm saying. I
Yes.
feel like I've been practicing for this my entire life.
Ready to go.
Anyone knows how to do it? I'm your girl.
Love that. All right, so let's get to some of these responses. So Joey Bag of Donuts says, a transformer that actually transforms. Like, I want to turn into a car. This was perfect for me to read because, Joey, I too would love to be a transformer with all of the sound effects like do, 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 do.
100%.
You know, but I want to be the full-size transformer. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be
On lifts.
20 feet tall.
Again,
Yeah.
some of this is money, some of it is time, because I think that you could make it happen.
Yeah.
You just need boxes. You need
Lots of boxes.
and paint and like engineering. And it can
November 1st,
happen.
we're going to start working on your
Next
transformer
year.
for next year.
Angie says, I've always wanted to dress as Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford in Mommy Dearest. And I don't, tell me more
I don't
about
know.
this.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, we just figured
I
you
know.
know.
There we
Look at
go.
her. This
Okay.
is her. I think we could make this happen, our friends.
This doesn't seem like it would take a big budget to do
No,
this. Yeah.
no. I mean, her brows are browing, I have to say.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever seen this movie, so I don't know.
There you go.
I'm out on this one.
Put it on the to-do list.
But I think you could make it happen.
Sounds fun.
We'll make it happen for you. Karen, the good witch, Glinda, in all of her sparkles. I will say, Karen, 100%, I am with you on this. I loved Ariana Grande's Wicked Glinda costume and their take on it. Could you imagine? Also, Nora wanted to be Glinda for Halloween. I looked into simply a kid's costume.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Insanity.
Well, just the amount of tool that you need for the
I
skirt.
got
like,
a bedazzler, though.
Oh.
I could
Well,
save
yeah,
us
you
some money
could
on
make
that.
It, yeah.
I
You could.
would want the bubble, though.
Totally.
You would need the bubble.
That floats. That, like, it, yeah.
See, we're adding on. This is the no budget
Okay.
part.
Linda Boyle says, Sleeping Beauty. So classy and beautiful and so good at heart.
But Linda, are we
yes.
going to, I would love if someone wheeled me around party to party, laying down.
Asleep.
You know,
Yes,
there was
the whole time.
There was recently a costume sale. I don't know if you guys were following this. Katie was live on PTO for the costume sale, and I think it was with with the Trust. Anyways, all these costumes, and I feel like that's the time to get some of these Disney.
That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Tammy says, I've wanted one of those blow-up costumes for years, either the unicorn or the koala. I love them both. Funny enough, Sunny decided this year that she was going to be herself riding a flamingo.
Yeah, I love it.
She has the blow-up flamingo for this year. So,
Love
it's
it.
coming soon.
Who blows it up, though? Do you blow it like...
There's a battery.
Okay, good.
It does it on its own.
Okay.
You don't understand how those kill me.
Kill me.
If I die every single time I see an inflatable.
All right, so Jackie Pace says, I always wanted to do Josephine Baker. Her costumes were always fantastic, but her banana costume is the one I'm speaking of specifically. And she just looked amazing and confident. We all could use a little of that.
Even in a banana. I mean, all I'm saying is that it doesn't take a whole lot of creativity to stunt.
It doesn't. I've been a banana before.
There's another one. What is the Chiquita banana lady? I really did want to be the Chiquita banana lady.
Yes.
one day.
Cute.
You would make a good banana.
I just need
Yeah.
the hat with all the fruit on top.
Yes.
Just
Again,
get all
we'll
the
start
fruit.
working on that.
All
We'll be
we'll
right back.
Before we wrap up today, we have to tell you, the anticipation is building. We are so excited about our Halloween bash on Talk Pittsburgh coming up this Friday. And you were part of this. You chose our costumes this year. As you know, because you voted, we're going to be the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. Our costumes are here. We were going through them earlier today. They are beautiful. There's so much. There's mops, all of the tools that we need. So big thanks to HalloweenCostumes.com. And we have some fun accessories to fly in on.
It's
masks.
every
We have
single one.
everything. They're beautiful.
This is every single one of my dreams come true. Thank you for this and for voting.
Everybody is getting involved. It's going to be a ton of fun. We also want to let you know, because Halloween is almost here, that means that Thanksgiving is right around the corner and the KDKA TV Turkey Fund is underway. We appreciate every single one of you who have pitched in and donated. You can be part of this amazing team too to help our neighbors in need have a warm Thanksgiving meal. The best way to do it, if you can, go to any PNC bank, because that is where they are going to match all donations of $50 or more.
Yeah, we make it really easy for you. You can also text Katie Turkey to 50155 or go to kdka.com/turkeyfund.
And we're still accepting checks. Just send them to the address on your screen. From all of us at KDKA, truly, thank you so much.
Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, think your passwords are strong enough? Think again. From freezing your credit to locking down your social media, we're going to tell you the few simple steps that you can do to boost your cybersecurity without the tech headache.
And it's a woman-led organization providing entertainment at spaces all across the Steel City. Find out how they're making musical accessible for everyone.
All right, KDKA TV News at 4 starts now.